Welcome back. Friday afternoon, a little bit hazy, cloudy. Pharmaceuticals, the modern day pharmaceuticals like penicillin and antibiotics had revolutionised medical science. But in recent years, we had experienced another type of medical science which invents fake illnesses to market a certain product, a pharmaceutical product. Yes, we're talking about a dreaded Kung Flu prick, which didn't resolve the problem, just only created more problems. And I'll be going back to that point afterwards. It's not the first time the pharmaceutical companies, when their sales go down of a certain product, they have to invent something. Oh, they invent an illness, phantomatic illness, whether it's light or whatever, usually, or nothing, basically, I should say. Then they put a product on the market and entice people, healthy people, to consume this product, which, in the long run, if you don't have that type of illness or whatever, does more damage than good. And the big corporations of this sector, they control everything. The White House, the FDA, CDC, even the so-called United Nations, they have control because their empire and influence, commercial economic power, is such an impact on local and national governments. They brainwashed the medical science. Those doctors which come out, the new generation, they just resolve things with pills. They don't bother examining patients like the old-fashioned doctor, your GP or physician, to understand what the patient has got. And this is the same discussion when it comes to new generation specialists. In any medical field they are specialised, when there's a use of pharmaceuticals, it's the same old story. Because these big corporations have an influence on institutions where they teach medicine, universities and stuff like that, and even on health authorities as well. Going back to the Kung Flu, the so-called test you had to take, in the end, wasn't standardised, and it was an absolute fake results they give. Unreliable, I should say. And this is how each government based their lockdowns. Because, there's so many of the people have got this, we have to close everything, put into act health restrictions, social distancing, smart working, and all that stuff. Because that some or few of these pharmaceutical corporations had amplified a minor thing which could have been cured with other products which you can get from your pharmacist, years being sold without medical prescription, and more or less doesn't do no harm if taken it correctly under the supervision of a GP or physician. It's people don't realise, they terrify people. They do. Oh, look, this horrible disease, virus. Got to take this to resolve it. But really, is it such a terrible disease? Because most viruses, they are industrial pains, like Ebola, SARS, AIDS, Xenia, for pronounced right, they're industrial paintings. When they are industrial paintings, they are man-made. Mixed around with other type of cocktails, other viruses, and bingo, you create your phantomatic pandemia. And you find yourself a market. And in the last 4 years, the pharmaceutical companies, they made billions upon healthy people. And some of them made it, and some have remained severely injured due to this type of experimental snake oil, you can say.